Hey, it's time for the Twice Removed podcast with Linda and Gina, where we talk about all things genealogy, including making connections with long-lost relatives while snooping in on our ancestors. Hey, it's good to know where you come from. This is a show full of discovery and impressions of the 23andMe DNA test, recorded in 2 parts. For anyone who hasn't taken the test yet, you may want to listen closely. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Twice Removed podcast, your genealogy sort of experts, Linda and Gina here.
Hey.
And we decided we were going to do like a little unboxing and use your imagination since this is audio and not video. But today we're going to unbox 23andMe's test kit for Ancestry. So,
yep. Once again, we get to send our spit across the country.
You know, seriously, if I wanted to spit on somebody, I'd get in trouble. But this is the good way to do it, I guess. Postage paid.
Yeah.
So, and this comes in a cute little box just in time for Pride with its rainbow colors. If you're into Pride, like I am, and there you go. So it comes with a vial and your easy, handy dandy instruction kit, and it's big and pink, and it says "Hi" on the front of that cover. And then it goes into step by step of what you need to do.
Yeah, well, we're not going to read all of this.
We're just going to wing our spit. It does say, I will say, it says not to eat or drink anything for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so
it's similar to the Ancestry one with the spittoon.
Yes. This is a much bigger spittoon. I didn't have this much spit.
Yeah, this is a freaking flask.
It is. And it also says don't eat, drink, or smoke. So unless you want to know if you're related to Virginia Slims or the Marlboro Man, don't smoke before you do this test. Or how about just quit now? That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
What else do we need to know?
Well, you know, so this isn't a swab test like the MyHeritage one is. And 23andMe is the second largest database. So if you think that your most people didn't do the Ancestry, maybe they didn't do the MyHeritage, maybe now you slip in and you do your 23andMe.
Well, I you know what? MyHeritage, I don't even trust those results now after being not Italian at all. I mean, okay, you know, it was a swab. I didn't eat a meatball before I did it, so maybe that's why, but it just was no Italian. So we'll see. This will be, I guess, the deciding factor since I was so much Italian on Ancestry.
They all pull from different time periods and whatever. So like I was telling you about the archaic upload I did of my Ancestry data, and it went way, way back, and not one thing on there really said the area of Germany my family's from. I mean, so it depends on how far back. I mean, if we all came from the same place, you're not necessarily Italian right away. I'm not necessarily German right away, right? You have to wait a few thousand years, maybe.
It's an acquired taste.
What? The swab?
Becoming Italian or German or whatever.
Yeah.
We have to wait all those thousands of years till someone said, hey.
Yeah, come over here.
We
got an avocado for you.
Yeah, I'm Italian here.
Yeah. But they all have their purpose. And, you know, like I would do it this way. I would go either Ancestry or 23andMe first, and then take the data from one of them and shoot it over to my Ancestry or MyHeritage and let them figure out, you know, and match you with more people. No, mostly, it's not even, I didn't even really do it to see what the percentages were going to be over there. I wanted to see if there were other matches. That was the point.
Well,
and I could have done it.
How many of these do we need to spit in? I mean, how many tests are there? Do we know?
This is it.
There's only 3?
No, there's more, but
okay.
The other ones will let you upload your data from 23andMe and Ancestry to them. You can't take MyHeritage data and upload it to 23andMe or Ancestry.
Got it.
They want the data so that they can have, build up their company, I suppose. So you get people to send their data off for free to them, and then you know,
so they can clone you. That's it. That's the biggest misconception.
I've been wanting a clone of myself my entire life, especially
I know.
once
I have my own personal assistant.
Yeah, when I was working in an office, would have been great. Send them to work,
Right?
and I could stay home and do what I want to do.
Right. And these nice little boxes that it comes in from North Carolina, Burlington, North Carolina. Also on the back has a return service already on there, and you just throw it in and it hauls itself all the way up to Sepulveda Boulevard in LA. If you're from Southern California, that's a quick trip. Or Sepulveda if you're a GPS system. And they take care of it for you.
They probably have them like that all over the country, like a mail drop. I don't know if there's a lab here. Is there?
There must be. Unless it's a spit holding tank. Or a spittoon, as you say, holding
and
tank.
It's an exempt human specimen, because that's one thing. Every time that I return a test or something to the post office, they ask me if there's any liquid, and it's like, well, if it's the MyHeritage one, no, but if it's the Ancestry one, yes, and then this one, yes, and then you tell them and they're like, no problem. But this one, it's like obvious because it's their box, and it tells them on the bottom they already have their it's their post office return label. So far, this is my favorite as far as the packaging goes and the way that they have it set up. And I don't remember if the Ancestry one had a spittoon that was like easier, or you just had to be like really good aim. I think
it was good aim. This one's like, insert your lips and position and all that stuff. Yeah. I will say that it came the fastest of any that I've tried.
Seriously.
It was like here in a day.
Yeah.
Didn't we just order these like yesterday?
I ordered on Monday.
Yeah, see?
And
I ordered yesterday, and here it is.
It was already in the system. Today's Wednesday. And it was already in the system yesterday telling me that it was going to arrive by Thursday for the post office.
And see, and I purchased mine yesterday and got no notification, and here it is. So it's fast either way.
Yeah. The other time was at least a week. Yeah. And then I don't know how long. Well, I guess we'll know how long it takes to get the results back. But, this is during a sale time of the year. I mean, we just had Mother's Day, Father's Day, Juneteenth sale. I don't think there was a Memorial Day one.
Yeah, people, don't go pay full prices for these tests. No offense, Ancestry and MyHeritage and 23andMe, but they have sales for every holiday, every made-up holiday, every, first Tuesday of the month holidays, any holiday, these are going on sale. So wait. And probably the next one will be, coming real soon, because we just did it off of the Father's Day sale. So.
Well, I think that I waited last year until October or end of September. So I'm not sure if that was like a back to school sale or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Start of fall.
Yeah. Fall
and
sale.
They do Christmas and Thanksgiving. They might do Halloween. Who knows? Yeah, if you want to scare somebody, here's your DNA test. Here you go.
Hey, guess what? Yep. It's a whole lot of spitting going on.
Yeah. Everyone needs to spit.
We shouldn't do that on air, huh?
No, thank God this is audio, so you don't need to see us spit. And, we'll just talk about spit. Is there anything else that we need to talk about? Oh, yeah, get the app.
Yeah, I guess we need to do that. We need to do the test, get the app, and register your kit.
Yes. Oh, you know what? You know what, Linda? That's such a good point. And on a serious note, which I am never, but seriously, because we've had it happen to some of our family members, especially with Ancestry, they give you a registration number. And it's usually on the box or the envelope that you're sending back. And it does not, and the tracking number, write it down separately, because once it's gone, it's gone. And if they don't have your DNA or can't find it or lose it, you have to be able to give that to them. So they ask for that, and they ask for your registration number. So don't be laxed about that. So any of these kits, write it down on a separate piece of paper, trust me. And usually when it happens, they're super nice and they ship out another test real quickly. But I don't know what a postman wants with your spit, but maybe they're tired of licking envelopes and they need some other stuff. But
and I know where to get it, because this one has
right?
all over the box. Contains,
it is,
yeah. That's what this little spittoon looks like. If you just put a sponge on it, you could just like seal envelopes.
Perfect. Christmas cards. I can't wait.
It says collect saliva by July 16th, 2025. So I guess that's when the plastic deteriorates and it turns back into gasoline.
There's that little vial of magic liquid that you have to mix with it.
There's a magic vial with it?
Yeah, see that little, if you shake it, there's the bottom.
There it is. Look at that. Yeah. Spit dilution.
Yeah. Or vodka, something. I don't know.
No, then you get all Russian results. Maybe that's what happened to me because I got a bunch of that in there in that archaic test. A lot of Russian. Yeah.
Interesting. Hey gang, so it's been about 2 weeks since we started this whole process with 23andMe, and we're back now to reveal the results. I'm so excited.
So this was really quick. What is it? Like, how many days was this? They got it on the 28th. Today's the 8th of the next month, so June to July. So
yeah, so super fast.
10 days? No. Really?
Yeah, we had planned to set this up at the end of the month because that's when it was due by wasn't it the 19th to the 2nd of August? So we were going to reveal our DNA from 23andMe live in our little, I guess it's live now, but it won't be when you hear it. But
no.
Yay. But they're super fast. And I'll tell you what, out of all the 3 that I did use, MyHeritage, Ancestry, and 23andMe was very communicative. They sent you emails along the way. They showed you the steps that was going to happen and stuff like that, where the other 2 kind of didn't.
Yeah.
For me anyways.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean.
Yeah. And we sent ours in at the same day, not knowing that our results would come on the same day. So that kind of even made it fun.
Well, when I did this with somebody for Ancestry, we sent them out on the same day and they got their results back 3 or 4 days sooner than I did, which made no sense since we went to the same post office the same moment and sent them off. But
go figure.
Yeah. And then the other one, it was okay. I think the best one for speed is this one, 23andMe. Second best for speed was MyHeritage, and then Ancestry just took forever.
It did, but I like Ancestry's results so far the best. So,
well, let's see what they did.
MyHeritage. Okay, so we're gonna look for the first time, and you can go first, Linda, because
I have to make sure that it's signing in and all that. So let's see what happens. Oh, Neanderthal.
I like the first thing I see says Neanderthal, so that's great. Where do you find them? Ancestry report. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Da-da. Come on, green and red dots. Ooh! Ooh!
Wow.
Hilarious.
You know what? Hilarious. It says I'm 98% European.
Me too. Northwestern?
Really?
Northwestern European? I'm 99.8% European.
Oh, so you're a percent more than me. So I am Northwest European, 49%. That's my dad's side.
I'm 98.7.
But it says right below it, it says British Irish, 39%. Greater London.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus 18 regions.
Scandinavian, 75.9%. Which makes no sense because my mother was not Scandinavian in her theory. But that's crazy.
And I'm 9.5% French and German. Why does it say French and German?
How much?
9.5%.
I'm 20.5 French and German.
Then I like this next one. Broadly Northwestern European, 0.5%.
2.3%.
Then we come to my Ashkenazi Jewish self, 25.3, and it says Belarusian Jews. That's interesting.
That is interesting. I had a Belarus something so you're Eastern European for me, 1.1%.
I'm 1.2 of Eastern European. And then Southern European, 20.5, which is Sicilian Italian at 20.5, plus 3 regions.
This is so different, isn't it?
It's just really different. Oh, and I have 1.3 Western Asian and North African in me.
Oh.
So I'm every woman. It's all in me right there.
Yeah. I have this little fraction that is not detectable, apparently. Oh, Finnish, 0. Okay, never mind. Well,
We don't know who you are.
This isn't really too much different from what it really is. I mean, like from my heritage, I had Italian and Greek, but I think that just all gets wrapped into the French and German and Scandinavian somehow because of the Viking thing. I don't know.
Well, you also made a point that my heritage was a swab test.
That's not why I made the point.
And and I know, but this is a spit test, and both the spit tests I had Italian, and my swab I had none. So how do you go from 0 to 20% or 25%? It's like
it goes back to a different time period, and that's why they have different samples from different time periods. But it could all straighten out, and they might all end up being the same when everybody, if they average them out a little bit more. Okay, DNA relatives is really the reason for this.
Okay.
For me. Oh man. Oh. I have this one cousin who is on all 3 tests now with me. My one Norwegian cousin.
Oh, this isn't letting me see my relatives yet because they want me to.
Oh, there's a lot.
Let's just do this. Well, this is totally fun. This one was fun. I like this one. I like the setup in the app and everything. So you guys, if you haven't tried 23andMe, do it. Oh, there's my first cousin once removed.
See, I don't have anything helpful again. It's all these 3rd to 5th and so many Scandinavians. It's crazy how many are on here. My Germans are just not showing up. Well, see, I guess you can filter it now by family name. That does not help when you're Scandinavian. Does not.
Yeah,
Nope.
The House of Johann. Maybe you can find all your
Germany.
Johanns.
Germany has 1+ grandparents. Let's see all 45 relatives.
Oh, so you can filter by ancestors, birthplace, connection status, family names, or others.
Well, here's my one surprise cousin that was a friend of mine, or is a friend of mine. Was a friend first, and I found out she was a cousin. She's on here. She did this test. I think she told me she had done this one. Yeah. Oh, and then her sister was on here too. That's interesting. It's nice to have these connections, but I'm not really sure how this works for anything else besides just showing you the people.
Yeah, this is really more in depth than how they break it down and stuff. Kind of interesting.
I still don't know what they mean by has 2 grandparents. Are they just saying that that's how many has 4 grandparents? What does that mean? 3rd to distant cousin. I don't know what that means. This is going to be very interesting to figure out. And she lives in the Netherlands. Oh, interesting. So I don't see how you figure any of this stuff out. Oh,
well, maybe we have to put a pin in this and then come back to it.
Well, they put my maternal grandmother's birthplace is a certain city. And my grandfather's is a certain city.
Oh, we have.
But these aren't true.
Did you see past the blood and the biomarkers? It tells you about your cholesterol. So I have low bad cholesterol, and I have high good cholesterol, and I have average blood sugar level.
I really don't need them to tell me any of that, because I don't know how you can get that from
from your blood,
from spit, from blood. You get it. You didn't send a blood sample.
I don't know.
These people. Yeah, there's not as many people on here for me in the higher percentage of relationship as there are in Ancestry. So far, Ancestry is the best for me.
Well, I know on my mom's side, the ones that are showing up are ones that we see at Christmas. I mean, they're the close cousins and stuff, and family members and family reunion goers and stuff. So yeah, Ancestry is a lot more.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this once I have it on 23andMe. What do you do with it?
The dogs are even happy.
Panic attack reports. Well, I don't need a report for that. Calm and steady.
None of the Scottish that, is supposed to be there is in this one either. That's funny. Maybe we need to reach out to one cousin we don't know and try to figure it out.
Well, I don't usually do it that way.
Say.
I usually figure it out all on my own.
Yeah, I have my two cousins. I call them second cousins, but it says first cousin once removed. That live right by me here that we see on all the occasions. My cousin's sons, and they're up there.
They had put me in a haplo group from maternal line, which I didn't expect. Mine's a V.
What's that?
I don't know yet. It's not very common, apparently. I mean...
Oh. Well, neither are you, so there you go.
Well, that's one thing to research. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take our little haplo group and figure out where we came from.
Cool. It's maternal.
Uh-huh.
And it says H2A2. And then it says C-full report.
That is very interesting that they gave you this.
It is.
I'm kind of excited about it because if I still may want to do an mtDNA.
It says today you share your haplogroup with all of the maternal line descendants of the common ancestor of H2A2, including other 23andMe customers. 1 in 580 23andMe customers share my haplogroup assignment.
Oh, Ben Franklin is related to me. He was a member of this haplogroup.
Oh, Luke the Evangelist may have also been.
I don't know why, of course.
See, he is the Luke. He's the author of the Gospel according to Luke and the Acts of the Apostles, and was born in the city of Antioch in ancient Syria in the 1st century CE. He died and was said to be buried in Greece before his tomb was later transferred to Padua, Italy.
That's where your Italian comes from.
That's it.
He's the one.
You know what's so funny is because the Jewish, being that it is Cohen, is supposed to be high priest, and we're supposed to be direct descendants of Moses's brother Aaron. So that's that Cohen side. So, and now the Italian side is, the evangelical Luke there, the Gospel according to Luke. So we're just church going people here. Maybe I better get my ass back to the church or a temple or something.
Oh, so they do this. Over 14,000 years is where I was. Only. It's more current.
What are you? I'm 1 in 580. What are you? It says that share your...
I saw that. 1 in 110.
Wow.
Customers.
You're rare. Yeah, I'm 1 in 580.
You're more rare.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Math.
No. I refuse.
I had to. I was forced. Math was forced upon me. Okay, so I'm going to look this up. And you are R2D2. No, H2A2.
A2. Well, there's scientific details in there. That's the summary. Let's see.
Well, but... Oh, yeah, here's the part about the cloning.
Are they going to do it?
No, I'm kidding. H2A2 is found most frequently in Eastern Europe and at a low frequency in Western Europe. Unlike its parent branch H2, H2A. Oh, it's H2A. 2 to the second power. Is that what that means? That was very interesting. It's a subcategory of H. That's what it is. I get it. So, Genie, GENI.com. Genie.com. It's like stuff on here about it. I was really wondering what haplogroup I was in, and that's really a bonus for this test.
I wonder if his brother would be the same thing. Let's test it.
His brother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're going in that way, I see. I need to find some Germans on here. I've got my standard Swedes. 0 close relatives. Everybody's considered a distant relative if they're not up to first cousins. So parents, siblings, and first cousins. Grandparents, aunts and uncles are above the line if you're in the filmmaking business. Everybody else is below the line.
So we don't have to pay them.
No, we do.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way they sort this. Maybe it's me. I can't find where's my mom's stuff. You have to go into them individually. I want to see them all at once.
I think we're just like so excited that we're missing. We didn't get the lay of the land property and properly. And I don't know if that's our mistake or a 23andMe mistake.
Find out what you're made of. 76%. Huh?
Oh, this is nice. Hey, Gina, you have more Neanderthal DNA than 35% of our customers. I knew it. That's why I like to run around barefoot. I knew it. I have 2% Neanderthal DNA.
You do?
Yeah, it says you inherited a small amount of DNA from your Neanderthal ancestors. Out of the 7,462 variants we tested, we found 230 variants in your DNA that trace back to the Neanderthals. Altogether, your Neanderthal ancestry accounts for less than 2% of your DNA. Okay, so, oh my gosh. If you have Neanderthal DNA, that may influence your traits. So you have 2 variants associated with having difficulty discarded, rarely used possessions, having a worse sense of direction. I have the best sense of direction. Everybody calls me GPS for a reason. You have being less likely to have fear of heights. That's true. And being better sprinter than a distance runner. If it's to the bathroom, maybe, but that's about it. Thank you, 23andMe. I love this.
I found mine. It says I have more Neanderthal DNA than 26% of other customers. You have less than 2% Neanderthal DNA.
What was your variance after they tested?
My variance?
Yeah, it says you inherited a small amount after you have the negative 2% or less than 2%.
Minus 2%.
And it'll say I have 230 variants out of 7,462.
I have 9 variants associated with Neanderthal.
Just 9?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Your lobes? Full stomach sneeze reflex. Sweet versus salty. Sprint versus distance. I have 2 of those. Oh, 3 of those. Another sweet versus salty. And fear of heights.
Oh, here's one that says having more dandruff. Experience more itchy mosquito bites.
On the hair growing on your shoulders?
Yeah. On my kneecaps. I knew I should have shaved.
God, where are they finding this information? How do they have a subject that you can test against? I mean, that's the thing. Do they have them on ice?
Generally not feeling angry when hungry. I'm not hangry.
No. I see. Okay. Where's that one? Because that is not
it
possible.
says see more, and you just have to keep.
Oh, I was
there's
on
little
see more.
tabs. There's little tabs.
And I
keep
have
going.
a good relationship. I called them earlier.
Being more likely to have an apple body shape than a pear body shape. Having a worse ability to smell. Well, I do thanks to COVID. Being more likely to have fear of public speaking. I don't know. Being more likely to cry while cutting onions. What? Being less likely to have a hitchhiker's thumb. What is that?
Well, that's because of your sorting. Yeah.
Did they? You mean like a trigger thumb?
Least likely to cut cheese.
Being less likely to prefer salty foods over sweet. No, I like salty. I'm a savory gal. Being more likely to sweat during a workout. Well, if you don't sweat during a workout, I think you have more problems than being a Neanderthal. Being more likely to have detached earlobes than attached. Being less likely to have a chin dimple. Do you have a chin dimple? I don't have a chin dimple. Right.
I do. I have 2.
Michael Jackson had a chin dimple.
I have 2 of them.
Being less likely to blush easily. Oh, no, I'm a blusher.
I got 2.
Oh, yeah, you do have chin dimples.
Yeah.
Being less likely to sneeze with a full stomach.
I have that.
What the hey? Being less likely to have stretch marks.
Well,
No.
this is 0. These are all zeros for me.
I know,
0
but it's
variants. Funny. Let's see. Where do I have them, though?
I do like dark chocolate over milk. That's for sure.
I just bought the 1-pounder milk chocolate from Trader Joe's today.
Oh, milk I can't do.
It's good.
Being less likely to sneeze. Sneeze after eating dark chocolate. Okay, 23andMe, if nothing else, you gave me a good laugh today for my Neanderthalism.
I have 4 variants with being
you know what,
better,
Linda? You know what, Linda?
What?
If you go to the home page and it says like "Good morning, Linda" or "Good morning, Gina," and it says Ancestry Report, DNA relatives, blah blah. The next reports next to Neanderthal is paternal haplogroup.
Yeah.
There's maternal, and then it's okay.
Yeah.
So there's they have their own little thing.
Yeah, but I don't have a Y chromosome, so I don't care.
Let's see.
So, in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah. Well, it says, Gina, connect with a male parent or sibling to trace your ancient paternal line.
Yeah, you have to get your dad to do it. Cilantro taste aversion. I love cilantro. Do you like cilantro?
I do not care for it, but I will have it in certain, like a Chinese chicken salad or something. But no, I don't make. If I see it in the store, I pass it by. What?
This is funny. It says that I shouldn't like it.
See?
It does not taste soapy to me. Linda, you have slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro based on your genetics. No, it does not taste like soap. It is delish. I love it, especially with like
what do you make with it?
Salsa. Oh, salsa.
Well, okay, so see, now we need to have our Neanderthal recipes show.
Ooh, fire.
We'll try stuff that says we don't like and see.
We will cook on a rock. A nice
there we go.
rock.
Yeah, it's hot enough outside, you know.
Is it? Oh, that's right. You live
hotter
there.
than the inside of a cow. So,
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You live on that side of the.
I'm by the ocean right now.
Yeah, but you're down there in the heat box that it is.
Yeah.
It's like Florida down there.
Fun.
Orange County is Orange County. It equals Orange County no matter where you go.
Behind the orange curtain.
Yeah, because there's one in Florida too, which is usually pretty hot.
Oh, there you go.
No, I'm being mean. Sorry.
It's okay. We can take it. We're Neanderthals. we're tough.
Oh, here's the one. Your next report's the Bunion Report. I want to know about this.
Oh my gosh.
Like a report on bunions.
23
more likely than average. Linda, based on your genetics and other factors, you are more likely than average to have had a bunion. Where's
that one at?
It's on the Bunion Report, Gina.
But it's not.
Remember that snack, Bunions? Oh, that was Funyuns.
It was onions. Hair thickness, lactose intolerant. What is this thing? Asparagus odor detection.
Oh. Well, that. Oh, that. You ask. You've never had that?
Gina, your genetics make you likely to be able to smell the asparagus odor in your urine. Oh my goodness.
You know what's interesting about that? Is that yes. Oh yes. I am likely to as well. So
yeah, it says 78% can smell it and 22% cannot.
And I never smelled it before California asparagus.
Well, it doesn't. Okay.
Did my genetics change when I moved here? No.
Maybe it's imported from somewhere else.
That's Mexican, but mostly.
Discovering the genetics behind the asparagus-related odor detection. There's a show right there.
Well, isn't that what we're doing now?
No, because we're not in depth on this. I just looking at 23andMe. What's misophonia? Is that the public speaking?
Can you hear something?
Oh, Gina, based on your genetics, you have slightly lower than average odds of hating the sound of others chewing.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Oh my God, I love this.
Lactose intolerance, that's locked up. They put a lock on it.
And they charge you to see that.
It's $125 to decide whether or not you want to know if you get.
Are you serious?
Like, should I eat the ice cream cone first or pay the $125 to see if it's safe?
Here's this one. Gina, your genetics makes you less likely to have thick hair strands. Except on your chin. No, it doesn't say that, but... Okay. Fear of public speaking. Gina, based on your genetics and other factors, you are less likely to have a fear of public speaking. This is true. 63% do not have a fear of speaking in public on a pier, where 37% have a fear of speaking publicly. Good to know. Oh, this kind of, did I read it wrong the first time? Because now it's saying I like salty. Oh, salty or savory snacks. Yes, this is true. Oh, look at it. It's a 50-50 split. How do we calculate your result? We added up the effect of your genetic variants at 43 places in your DNA, genetic markers, plus the effect of other factors, including your age and sex. The total effect on your genetics and other factors, like salty preference.
I could go either way with it, but I don't know where mine is on here.
I just did it where we found all those other things. We were just the lactose intolerant thing. It says sweet versus salty. Fear of heights, no. Muscle composition, maternal, whoop. Well, if nothing else, this is entertaining. It's a hoot and a half.
Genetic weight. Oh, they want money for that too. I don't need to know. I won't even get on a scale.
Thank God.
No.
Parental inheritance. I know I'm half my parents each.
That's a good sign.
I'm very even. Must be the Libra in me.
I think everybody. Ancestry report.
Gina, your genetics predict 69% chance you do not have a cheek dimple. 31% chance you have dimples. Which cheeks? The top cheeks or the bottom cheeks? View the report. I do not have dimples.
You do. You just had one on your chin.
No, cheek dimples.
Oh, cheek dimples?
69%
Your dad?
don't, and 31 do. No.
Well, then see, I've always heard that you inherit dimples from your father. But that could be also BS or information from the past that has been since updated.
Well, it could be the Neanderthal in you. Or me.
Well, it's the Neanderthal in you.
There's a song in there somewhere.
It's a commercial.
Come on, fellow songwriters. Diane Warren, if you're listening, it's the Neanderthal. It should be for Nair hair removal or something. It's not your hormones. It's the Neanderthal in you. There you go. So far 23andMe, and I only bring up the Italian part because that's where they have. Do you have a problem over there?
The only part that matters.
Every time I take this test, my Italian ancestry keeps going up. So it's funny. Like my heritage, they said I had none. 23andMe was in the 17s or 18s. I mean, not 23andMe ancestry, and then 23andMe was in the 20s. So I find it interesting. It is because the Jewish side and my dad's side with the Irish and Scottish and stuff is all the same. It's basically around the same, maybe a % or two off. But
well, my Scandinavian keeps going up.
Same.
I mean,
and I know Ancestry, when they get more markers, they retest you and they always send you updated results.
I have not gotten that yet, and it's been almost a year. Well,
you got to click on it.
I do.
Click on your results and it says updated results.
I look at it every day.
They don't update you?
No, I haven't had anything updated.
Huh. That's weird. Both my mom and mine get updated all the time.
Well, maybe it is because of the new stuff that's coming in. I don't know.
Maybe there's no more House of Johann stuff.
Well, I just don't. I'd see. Okay, let me look right on now on my my other apps. I'm going to look at just for comparison, which is really bizarre. So Ancestry says I'm, as far as Scandinavian, it was 50%. That's right, 48 Norwegian and 2% Swedish. And then the MyHeritage was really high. It was 56 or something like that. Of course, I'm having an internet connection problem now because I'm trying to do something.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not coming up here on my phone, but I know it was really high. It's crazy high. But now it's even higher on 23andMe. 75.9% Scandinavian just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, see, my Italy is 18 on Ancestry, and it is
Well,
20.5 on Italian. So it's going up.
okay, so Scandinavian on MyHeritage is 57.1%, and then 75.9% on 23andMe. So
That's a lot.
I know.
That's a big difference.
So
That's
they're
a big difference.
So they're counting part of my mom as Scandinavian, and that makes sense because Germany and Denmark are really close, and so is Norway. And it's a lot of the same people from hundreds of years ago, probably. That's probably how I'm related to that guy Joe, fake name Joe. Cousin.
Neanderthal Joe.
Well,
there you have it, folks. That was our first impression and results from our 23andMe test. We will follow up if we find out anything. You can be sure of that. The Twice Removed podcast is produced by Linda Anderson and Gina Glass. All opinions expressed are of our own and of our guests. For more information and upcoming guests, please visit our website, twiceremoved.net.